All right, so in this video, I'm going to either teach you or remind you of a few terms. So one is variable, the next is coefficient, and the last is constant. And the best way to teach these to you is through an example. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to write an expression. I'm going to make it 3q plus 7. That's my expression. So within an expression, there is always a variable, a coefficient, and a constant. So a variable, which you guys already know, is the letter. So looking at my expression, the letter is Q. So if I were to ask you what is the variable in this expression, you would put Q. Now the coefficient, this might be a new word for you. The coefficient is the number directly in front of the variable. So in this case, my coefficient is 3. The last term might also be new, and it is the constant. Now the constant is the number that is not directly attached to the variable. So this 3 is the coefficient and it is directly attached to the variable. The 7 though is not directly attached to the variable. It's attached through an operation. So this number here is my constant. Let's do another example. This time I'll do an equation. We can find each of these with both expressions and equations. Y plus 2 equals negative 10. So remember that the variable is the letter. So the variable for this one would be y. The coefficient is the number directly in front of the variable. Now there is no number directly in front of this variable. So whenever that happens, for your coefficient, you're going to put 1. You are not going to put 0. That would be incorrect. It is 1. Then the constant, there can be more than one constant, and there is in this example. There's a 2 and there's a negative 10. Let's do another example. Last example. Okay, negative 10m minus 8. So the variable is the letter. So the variable is m. The coefficient is the number directly in front of the variable. So that is negative 10. Can't forget about that. The constant is the number that's not attached. And since it's minus 8 for our constant, whenever you see that, you're going to put a negative. All right, so now what you're going to do is you're going to go back to your slides. You're going to fill in this table, identifying the constants, coefficient. When it says numerical coefficient, that's the same thing, and variables. Then you're going to move this green box to check your work. If you got any of these wrong, then you're going to watch this video to figure out what you did wrong.